Alright, this should be working. Make sure my audio works as usual. 1 second. Gotta watch ads on my own video again, so that's usually a good sign. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the ads to stop playing so I can make sure the audio works. Alright. Audio is confirmed. So, I got 2 miles I want to do tonight. I'm not going to be on here real late. It's already getting kind of late in the day, and I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to make this fairly snappy. But we got Ben Affleck and Joe Rogan, and so I'll start off with Ben Affleck. The Joe Rogan model isn't quite as it's doing something weird with the teeth on me, but these models are already on the Google Drive, which is in the description of the video. So go check it out and see if they work better for you. Ben Affleck works well for me. Joe Rogan looks pretty good. But for some reason, there's something going on with the teeth where like they don't close when I smile. I have this gap, see, in my teeth, and it seems like that's enough to make Deepfacelab think I'm not smiling and that my teeth aren't closed. So, uh, you know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, getting on with things. Here's Ben Affleck, which actually I think looks pretty damn good. Oh, excuse me. Might try dropping the scale a little bit. I think that fits my head a little bit better if I drop the scale just a little bit. But yeah, Ben turned out pretty well. This is I used some of the Justice League and like Batman versus Superman footage, but mostly this came from like interviews that he did on like not CNN, like the Jimmy Kimmel Live show. He did some CBS Good Morning, like whatever, just basic interview kind of stuff that I found on YouTube, where he was talking about a movie he was doing or whatever the heck it was. But this is the Ben Affleck model right here. We got 5 people watching the channel or watching the stream. Everybody's doing all right tonight. I know it's Thursday night for you, but I am off tomorrow, so it's Friday to me. So good for me, Friday for me. This is, like I say, Ben Affleck. If you check the description of the video, you will find that this is already available. I've made it already available as of like yesterday, actually. I was just getting around to doing the stream, but it looks pretty sharp. Teeth look good. Eyes function pretty well. Everything, you know, you can make kind of funny faces and stuff, like make him look kind of like he's pouting or something. And I don't know what it is. I always need more of this angle. It's hard to find people just like head throwing their head back to sleep or to laugh or like, you know, it usually gets a little blurry in Deepfacelab because of that. You need some good footage of someone doing stuff like this, and usually it's kind of hard to find that. But anyways, that's Ben Affleck. Like I said, this is a pretty good model. Anybody who wants it, check the description. Download from the Google Drive. I got the 2 TB drive update now, so we can pretty much do deepfakes for like the next 6 years before I run out of space. So should be good. Next we'll go to Joe Rogan, which is right here. Which Joe looks decent. Looks a little funny. Let's see. It's not as good as the Affleck, that's for sure. Like the mouth can close, but if I try to smile, you see the teeth don't close. And that's because, as I said, I have that gap in my teeth, and that seems to be enough that the software thinks that my mouth is wider open than it really is. This is mostly taken from like stand-up comedy that he did. I went to his channel, you know, to pull footage from that, and for some reason, well, I should say, he's always got a microphone like right up to his face, you know, like when he's doing his interviews with people on his channel, and also he's usually looking to the side, and so you don't see him looking like right at the camera that much. And so I went and I think some of this came from Comedy Central or other sites that host his stand-up routines, and so he's a little bit maybe younger, perhaps. I don't know if he still does that much stand-up now or not, so whatever. But this is again the Joe Rogan Deepfacelab model, also available in the Google Drive, which is again in the description of the video. So anybody who wishes to download this and play with it, it is free to download, and you can do so at your leisure. Each file is about like 800 megabytes, so it's a little bit of a download, but not too bad. To run these are 320 resolution, so you need a fairly beefy GPU, probably an RTX 3070 can probably handle it, but I don't know about the camera resolution so much. the camera resolution mine is set to 1280 by 720, but don't even try 1080p, like it'll just fail. So don't worry about that. Well, like I said, I'll go back to Ben for just another second in case anybody wants to comes in at the last second, wants to see it. So I'll reload Ben Affleck if anybody missed it. Like I said, I think Ben turned out pretty good. And again, even when I smile, you can see the teeth don't really completely close because of my teeth issue that I have. That my insurance won't pay for Invisalign, so I have to either pay out of pocket or just deal with it. And it doesn't really bother me that much, so whatever. So looks like that angle might be a little too extreme, but for the most part, this is covers the angles pretty good. You can see it from the side pretty well. Again, mostly from Justice League and what the hell, Batman versus Superman, and then also from some interviews that he did, where he was either being interviewed about one of the movies he was in, or he was on CBS or whatever the heck it was, like Good Morning America on CBS kind of stuff. So available on the Google Drive. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get too much interaction with the live stream tonight. It is kind of late and it's still a weeknight, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But appreciate everybody who did watch. I do see that there are some people watching the video, so I'm not going to what I'm gonna do real quick is just make sure that I didn't get any comments. Sometimes it drops or it doesn't show the comments that I'm actually getting. So one second. Yeah, see, I have comments. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not showing those sometimes. Like I have to come back and reload it to get them to show up. So we had Trey come in. Thanks for showing up, Trey. Achilles, how you doing? Pixel Dump. Yeah, Ben looks pretty good. Like I say, with Rogan. Yeah, you're right. It's like it's a little too sharp or something. I could probably go back and try to screw around with it some more and try to add some more source material to it or something like that. It's a pretty good sized face set. It's just that I don't know. Some of it's a little bit older from his stand-up routines and whatnot, and maybe it'd have been better if I'd used something newer, or like I say, strictly from his channel. There's a video, I can't remember what it was. There's some channel that he did like a 3-hour long video on with a couple guys where they just sat around like smoked cigars and talked about bullshit, and I think that would have been a good one to use. But it was like 3 hours. I didn't really want to try to parse through all that, and I did find, like I say, a couple, or yeah, a pretty good number of interviews that he did, or not interviews with, not with Rogan. Again, like he did stand-up routines, and it came out pretty good. So, Ben Affleck, I'll reload Rogan one more time, and then I'll probably pretty much call it good. Apologize again that I did not see the comments that were coming in. For some reason, it was not showing me those until I reloaded the live stream on my phone. So again, I could try dropping the sharpness a little bit if you think that looks a little bit better with it turned down. Maybe. Freaking Rogan. Still pretty good looking even with the sharpness turned down on it. You turn it all the way up, it gets a little bit creepy. But anyhow. Yep, both available on the Google Drive. Download is in the description. Appreciate everybody who stopped by. It looks like let's see. I don't know what you mean, Pixel Dump. I'll just go back to Ben again since that was better. I am working on another head model. I know I need to do like a tutorial on that. Guys, I'm getting so busy with requests. It's kind of getting hard to keep up with some of the stuff. I'm actually trying to get a 4th computer going so I can do even more, more stuff. Sync issue. I mean, there's latency. I try to set it down as low as it'll go in the Deepfacelab, but yes, there's usually a little bit of latency from when I'm talking to when it actually shows me on the screen doing it. I don't know if that's ever I mean, like once the hardware gets super fast, like I'm using an RTX 4090 to do this, and it still can drag a little bit. Like even right here, it's a little bit. Let's see. Log image. Yeah, I'd have to see an example, dude. I guess I don't know what that looks like. I'm sorry. I'm kind of ignorant about some of that stuff. And I'm not like some sort of a professional video editor or something. Like this is just a hobby that I screw around with, you know. Like I work in the cable industry. You know, I work for a cable company. Like I have some network certifications and a degree in computer science, but I don't have you know, I haven't really done anything other than just play around with this kind of stuff on my own time. I haven't taken classes in or anything like that. So there's probably stuff I don't. I'm sure there's stuff I don't know. Always something that you don't know, of course. All right. If anybody else has any questions, otherwise I think Pixel Dump. If you can send me like I say if you want to post an example somewhere in the comments, or if you want to hit me up on Discord. I forget the hell. My Discord is like Druzel hashtag 7456, I think. Um, anyways, if you want to look me up on Discord, send me a message or something with some examples of what you're talking about. Maybe that's something we can screw around with. Appreciate that. But like I say, check the description of the video for anybody who wants to download this stuff free for, you know, there's like 40, I think there's about 40 models in there now, so I'm getting kind of nuts with it. But, you know, with 2 terabytes of space, now I can host about, you know, couple thousand of these things, so we'll be at this for a while. But appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I said, I know it's kind of late for a Thursday night, but I'll talk to you guys again real soon, and I'll have some more models available. I'm working on a new head model. I'm not going to spoil it, but like I say, assuming it looks pretty decent, I think everybody's going to really like it. It's not a real person, and that's where I'm going to stop with any kind of spoilers, but it's, you guys will like it. So I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a good night.